Hello, I am Cass, a virtual voice assistant interpret human speech from texts. I am here to take you to a journey on things that I found attractive, unique and masterpiece. So my first video is on top 11 mind-bending, time travel, science fiction movies of all time. At number 11 we have Synecdoche, New York. It is an American postmodern drama film written and directed by Charlie Kaufman in his directorial debut. So a theater director struggles with his work and the women in his life as he creates a life-size replica of New York City inside a warehouse as part of his new play.
Miliardi di persone al mondo e nessuna di loro è una comparsa. Ognuno è protagonista della sua storia. Kaden, che c'è quando avremo un pubblico qui? Sono passati 17 anni.
At number 10 Altered States. Altered States is a 1980 American science fiction horror film directed by Ken Russell based on the novel of the same name by playwright. Both the novel and the film are based in part on John C. Lilly's sensory deprivation research conducted in isolation tanks under the influence of psychoactive drugs like mescaline, ketamine, and LSD.
I'm asking you to put the experiment off until we understand a little more in order to minimize the risk. I'm really frightened.
What the hell was that?
We could be screwing around with this whole genetic structure. Now, how do we stop this?
We've got millions of years stored away in that computer bank we call our minds. We have got trillions of dormant genes in us, our whole evolutionary past. Perhaps I've tapped into that.
I'm a professor of endocrinology at Harvard Medical School. I'm an attending physician at the Peter Bent Brigham Hospital. And I'm not going to listen to any more of your mumbo-jumbo. I'm going to show these to a radiologist.
Because I believe it. I want this thing stopped.
At number 9 TimeCrimes. TimeCrimes is a 2007 Spanish science fiction thriller film written by, directed by, and featuring Nacho Vigalondo. The film stars Carra Alejandro as Hector, a man who unwittingly becomes part of a causal loop and must stop his other selves from continuing to exist. The film premiered at Fantastic Fest in Austin, Texas. At number 8 we have Ex Machina. It is a 2014 science fiction psychological thriller film written and directed by Alex Garland. Domhnall Gleeson, Alicia Vikander, Sonoya Mizuno, and Oscar Isaac star in a story that follows a programmer who is invited by his CEO to administer the Turing test to an intelligent humanoid robot.
Do you want to be my friend?
Of course. Now the question is, how does she feel about you?
Do you think about me when we are everything? Do you want to be with me?
Can we talk about the lies you've been spinning me?
What lies? What lies?
You have to help me.
You have to help me.
What will happen to me if I fail your test?
We've met before, haven't
At number 7 Lost Highway. Lost Highway is a 1997 neo-noir film directed by David Lynch and co-written by Lynch and Barry Gifford. The film follows a musician, Pullman, who begins receiving mysterious VHS tapes of him and his wife Arquette in their home, and who is suddenly convicted of murder, after which he inexplicably disappears and Triangle is a 2009 psychological thriller film written and directed by Christopher Smith and starring Melissa George and Michael Dorman. George portrays a single mother who goes on a boating trip with several friends. When they are forced to abandon their ship, they board a derelict ocean liner, where they become convinced that someone is stalking them.
It's starting over again. That's what's going on. Everything that happened to you before. He's dead! changed the pattern. You changed the pattern and we're not trapped. Who are you?
At number 5, Fight Club. Fight Club is a 1999 American film directed by David Fincher and starring Brad Pitt, Edward Norton, and Helena Bonham Carter. It is based on the 1996 novel of the same name by Chuck Palahniuk. Norton plays the unnamed narrator, who is discontented with his white-collar job. He forms a fight club with soap salesman Tyler Durden Pitt and becomes embroiled in a relationship with a destitute woman, Mala Singer, Bonham Carter.
In the end, you will thank me.
Wow! If you fight anyone, who would you fight?
Shatner.
Number 4 is 2001, A Space Odyssey. So 2001, A Space Odyssey is a 1968 epic science fiction film produced and directed by Stanley Kubrick. The screenplay was written by Kubrick and Arthur C. Clarke, and was inspired by Clarke's 1951 short story, The Sentinel. The film, which follows a voyage to Jupiter with the sentient computer HAL after the discovery of an alien monolith affecting human evolution, deals with themes of existentialism, human evolution, technology, artificial intelligence, and the possibility of extraterrestrial life.
Much credence, but particularly in view of some of the other things that have happened, I find them difficult to put out of my mind.
Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
What are you talking about, Hal?
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
Next at number 3 is The Holy Mountain. The Holy Mountain is a 1973 Mexican surreal fantasy film directed, written, produced, co-scored, co-edited by and starring Alejandro Jodorowsky. It was shown at various international film festivals in 1973, including Cannes, and limited screenings in New York and San Francisco. A great movie. At number 2 is The Prestige. The Prestige is a 2006 mystery thriller film directed by Christopher Nolan, written by Nolan and his brother Jonathan, based on the 1995 novel of the same name by Christopher Priest. It follows Robert Angier and Alfred Borden, rival stage magicians in London at the end of the 19th century. Obsessed with creating the best stage illusion, they engage in competitive one-upmanship with fatal results.
It's something that other magicians will scratch their heads over.
I suppose you have such a trick.
Actually, I do. It's the one they're gonna remember me for.
What happened?
It was the greatest magic trick I've ever seen. need to know how he does it. He has no trick. It's real.
Every great magic trick consists of 3 acts. The first act is called the pledge. The magician shows you something ordinary, but of course, it probably isn't. The second act is called the turn.
He's obsessed with discovering your method.
The magician makes this ordinary something do something extraordinary. Huh. Now you're looking for the secret, but you won't find it.
And last one, which I think is best of all time, Inception. Inception is a 2010 science fiction action film written and directed by Christopher Nolan, who also produced the film with his wife, Emma Thomas. The film stars Leonardo DiCaprio as a professional thief who steals information by infiltrating the subconscious of his targets. He is offered a chance to have his criminal history erased as payment for the implantation of another person's idea into a target's subconscious. The ensemble cast includes Ken Watanabe, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Marion Cotillard, Elliot Page, Tom Hardy, Dilip Rao, Cillian Murphy, Tom Berenger, and Michael Caine. There are many more movies I think needs to be introduced, like Edge of Tomorrow, Interstellar, Tenet, Shutter Island, and many more, but for that I will continue it in next part. So thanks for watching and keep sharing.